This is a Shields of Shame exclusive.
Welcome back to another Shields of Shame exclusive video series. Today, we delve into the matter surrounding Sergeant James Brown, Sergeant Orlando Almon, and the center of it all, Jailer Nathanael Stiles of the Whitfield County Sheriff's Office. Caught in the lens of scrutiny, Nathanael Stiles finds himself amidst a narrative that demands attention and scrutiny. The incident in question involves Stiles' assault on an inmate, captured on camera for all to witness. Please let me know what you think about this incident in the comments below. As we embark on this investigative journey, it is imperative to discern the layers of complexity within this case. While our focus centers on Jailer Nathanael Stiles and Sergeant Orlando Almon, whose actions are under intense scrutiny, it is crucial to acknowledge that the ramifications extend far beyond this singular event. With each unfolding revelation, we confront a tapestry of corruption and misconduct, a narrative that demands our collective attention. Join us as we navigate through the intricate web of inquiries, shedding light on truths that have long been obscured. Your engagement is pivotal in our pursuit of justice and accountability. Subscribe and share this video to amplify our message and catalyze change within our society. Thank you for your support as we confront the shadows of corruption that linger within our midst.
7. All right. So I went and I've done some more interviews, asked some more questions, talked to some more people, looked at some more stuff. So walk me through the whole process with Mr. Pass being booked in and everything that went on.
We didn't book him in.
What the process that he got brought to the jail.
So he gets brought in by the Dalton officer, and Officer Stiles was out there doing his COVID questionnaire. So when Stiles comes in, he still has his face shield on, and he says he's going to be a red mask, which means he's got, maybe not he has COVID, but he's saying he's not answering the questions where we can clear him to get him back. And on his sheet, he had wrote, "I don't know," which is what Pass's responses were to some of the questions. So he's getting aggravated with Stiles while he's down there, and Stiles asks him, do you have anything in your pockets that's going to poke me, harm me, or anything of that nature? And he said, "You'll find out." And at that time, when he said that, I just stepped down off the platform just in case Stiles needed somebody or found something that could be used as a weapon or anything that he wasn't supposed to have. So he started telling me to shut the F up, which I'm not even saying anything. He's just like, "Shut the F up." And I'm like, okay. And he keeps telling me to take my mask down because I'm wearing a face covering, because we're supposed to do that anytime we're around inmates or whatever. I tell him no, and he blows like a kiss at me or whatever, and Stiles like he spits on me, and he pushes him up on the counter, and then we go ahead and do a no sign on his property since he's acting like that, and then we take him into the padded cell. And then, sorry. And then when we're in the padded cell, Officer Stiles attempt to perform a leg sweep that's unsuccessful. Sergeant Brown, unknowns to us at the time, had grabbed his legs and went to pick him up, and he was dumped on his, his back and kind of part of his head, and Officer Stiles hit him a couple times that I'm aware of prior to reviewing the film, and then I hit him 9 times in the side of the head.
Okay. Now, as far as verbal commands, and remember, best thing, tell me the truth, was Pass given verbal command to get on the ground?
Yes.
Okay. What if I were to tell you 2 of the 3 people in that room said that they did not hear verbal commands to get on the ground, or to kneel down, or lay on the ground, or anything like that? Would that be accurate?
I always tell them.
But did you that time?
I'm about 99% sure I did.
Okay. All right.
I always tell them, and I always try to give people opportunity to do, because I don't...
And there again, I wasn't there. But when I have two people, you know what I'm saying, say, nope, no verbal commands. And then something to follow up with. So we got to the punching, shut it down. Nothing deserved, passing anything deserved being punched. I'm not going to beat you up on that. You came back to check on Pass for medical.
Yes,
Ask
sir.
him about medical.
Yes, sir.
Well, exactly what was said to Pass. I understand Pass didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything. I said, "Do you need to see medical?" He said, he just looked at me. I said, "No, you know nothing." I said, "You don't want to say anything to me?" And he didn't say anything to me. I said, "Okay," and I just shut the door and walked off.
Did you maybe say, no, you don't need medical, you dumb motherfucker, anything like that?
No, sir.
Okay.
I'd tell you if I said no.
No? Okay. So let me ask you, female booking officer, I think it's Redmond.
Yes, sir.
Was she saying anything to Pass when he came in that could have maybe agitated him? She's not picking at him,
No, sir.
saying nothing like that? Okay. So nothing that would be considered rude, snappy, nothing like that?
No, sir.
So after the fact, we know Brown talked to you. We know you looked at the video. Did you and Styles talk to each other as far as kind of the situation and how bad it looked like?
No. I mean, I knew it looked bad. I don't know if he knew it looked bad. I knew it looked bad.
Yeah. So at any point in time, did y'all talk together as far as trying to corroborate a story and make sure you're on the same page? And I'm not talking about writing a report. That's
No.
what you're supposed to do. Any messages about the incident being sent to each other?
I sent him the video. He just wanted the video. Aside from that, no.
When did he want the video?
It was that night.
Did he say why he wanted the video?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But aside from that, there was no cooperation or anything like that. No.
The nurse or medical person, did they check pass out on your shift or on Sergeant Curtis's?
It would have been Sergeant Curtis's.
Okay, so no medical. You asked for medical, y'all monitored pass, but nothing like that.
Yes, sir.
Now, at any point in time, did you notice any bumps or lumps on Pass's head after the incident?
No, sir.
Okay. And as far as the comment, yeah, you don't need to see them, you stupid MFer. You didn't make that comment.
No, sir.
Okay. And everything you've told me has been 100% accurate, nothing omitted, nothing twisted a little bit, no collusion between you and Styles as far as what happened and everything.
No, sir.
Have you ever had to take a polygraph test before?
When I got hired here.
Other than employment?
No, sir.
No, sir. How, with everything that you've provided with me, would you pass a polygraph or fail a polygraph? And that includes omissions. So if you know something you haven't told me, that's the same as lying. So
No, sir.
polygraph picks up on that just the same. Would you pass?
I should pass. I should. I mean, I should. I don't know why I wouldn't.
Okay. Why did you answer should? You know what I'm saying? That's a yes or no. That's
Yes.
We kind of use that as a
Yes.
test question. You would pass, 100%. Okay. And so here's the kind of the feeling that I get. And so I've done y'all's job before. I actually
Yes,
worked
sir.
here. I don't know if you knew that.
Yes, sir. I know who you are.
So is it possible? Like I'm just trying to wrap my head around everything. And you got people telling variations of stories, which is
Understand.
common.
Understand.
But so I was told that Mr. Pass was talked to and that he didn't remember anything. Well, I found Mr. Pass and he remembers actually everything to the point of, he said, he acknowledges, say, some of the comments I made, I was trying to lighten the mood, but they were not taken that way, and it went kind of downhill from there in the booking area. And something about the whole George Foreman and no, it's George Floyd
Yeah.
type comment.
Yeah.
He was like, that was wrong, off color, shouldn't have said it. Is there anything that happened from him being escorted to booking to there that kind of got anybody amped up?
No,
Is he saying anything?
No, sir.
Okay. And everything's 100% factual. Nothing you need to change, nothing you like to add, anything like
No,
that.
sir.
But your final statement, nothing. going to step out for just a second, just like last time. I'll be right back and get you on your way. I appreciate you coming in and talking to me.
No problem. I mean, I'll come back. I hope I don't have to
I
come
hope you
back.
don't have to.
But if I will. I mean, I'm trying to cooperate to the best, whatever y'all need.
All right, sit down. All right, just thought I was cutting that. Sergeant Rivera's got a question for you.
Okay.
I'm going to cut out of here. Thank you again, Lee. Do you have any idea what I want to talk to you about?
Yeah,
You do?
I kind of have a feeling, yeah,
Kind of have a feeling. What do you have a feeling I want to talk to you about?
about this whole situation that happened last rotation.
I got you. All right. So just so you know, have you dealt with the GBI before?
No,
Okay.
no.
Well, it's not necessarily a bad thing. So what we do is criminal investigations. We don't do internal. We don't do any type of administrative. So what I'm looking into would be considered criminal for criminal purposes. At this time, you'd be considered a witness. But with that in mind, this is criminal. It's not administrative. I know I called you or texted you and asked you about coming in, but if you didn't want to and the supervisor told you, hey, you got to go talk to the GBI, you don't have to.
Yeah.
It's voluntary.
Yeah.
So with that being said, would you be willing to talk to me? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get back to you yesterday because I'm getting like a lot of scam stuff here lately, and I was like, I don't know.
I
This
understand
is-
completely. That's why when I give people my cell phone number, I'm like, text me first because I will not answer when you call.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah.
All right. So how long you worked here at the sheriff's office?
July will make 2 years.
Okay. Good deal. And you work in booking and
Yes.
detention?
Yes.
Okay. And your sergeant is?
Sergeant Almon.
Okay.
Yeah, I've only been in booking since, I think it's December, because I had foot surgery. And I was on line duty until like February.
So it's in a tower, huh? Tower time.
Yeah, tower.
So you said the incident from last rotation. So what all can you tell me about that?
Okay, so I can't remember who brought him in, but it's Aaron Pass. I think that was his name. They brought him in. From what I heard, he was being a pain in the Sally Port with the questions and all that kind of stuff. Whenever they brought him in, I mean, he was already acting crazy, like wanting to fight, like running his mouth and all this kind of stuff. And my sergeant, he was just like standing there, like just in case he wanted to do something while Styles patted him down and everything. And he started running his mouth, like saying, "Take the mask off, take your mask off," and all this. And I don't know if he said something, did something, because I was doing a million things at once whenever I was doing intake papers, because I was the only other one up there.
So there was only three of you that night, Styles, Almon, and...
Yes, there's only three of us.
Okay.
And I think he started running his mouth, so they took him to the padded cell. And I normally go back to, like, the cameras and watch, just in case. And I think I called Sergeant Brown from housing, be like, "Hey, can you be on standby? Because we got this inmate, and there's only two of them up here."
Yeah.
And they took him to the padded cell, and whenever they tried to sweep him, that's when he folded up. And
So
then,
you're watching on the camera?
Yes, I'm watching on the camera. I wasn't, like, down there, because somebody always has to be,
Up at the hub.
yeah, up there at all times. So I was watching from the cameras. He didn't, whenever they sweeped him, he folded up, and then that's when they started hitting him and everything. And that's when I was like, which I don't have enough experience to know, like, what else could have been done. Because I'm, like I said, I'm fairly new. Being in housing, you don't get the experience as you do in booking. And just when they started hitting him and everything, I didn't think that was right to hit him in the head.
Why is that?
I mean, I'm nervous, so it's...
No, take your breath. This is easy peasy.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I'm not
The
good
big
at
thing
talking.
is just as long as you don't lie.
No. I have no reason.
You know what I'm
to.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no reason to, and just maybe they could have struck him somewhere else. And I think I heard that Styles like got him in the side or something. I didn't really see because I was watching the other inmates like in the cells and everything, and not really watching the camera that much. But just striking him in the head, I think that was a little.
But then, just to be well-rounded, you were in the hub, and they were actually, if I remember correctly, you're looking at the booking hub, and then on the sides there's like padded cells and medical like a medical cell, or no, I think they're all padded cells, aren't they, on the sides? Or no, if you're looking at booking, there's a padded cell to the left, right?
Yes, there's a padded cell to the left, and that's the only one we have up there because it's right there where the fingerprint machine
And then
is.
the other ones are the medical, like observation cells.
Yeah,
right?
it's like when you first walk in and you've got the intake counter,
Mm-hmm.
and then on both sides, over here is the padded cell, and then over here is like a observation tank in the hallway, like where the trustees are and where they bring the inmates in. And then just the 6 rooms around the side you have for the holding tanks for when people come in.
So when Pass was brought in, you said that, so I know there's a sally port, and then there's the little area like where you go to the runaround shack.
Yes.
And then into booking, intox and
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
Was it in that hallway where like you go to the runaround shack?
No, it's the other hallway on the other side.
No, I'm talking about for the questions, the COVID questions.
It's, okay, so when you're in the sally port, we've got like this little cabinet thing, like where all the masks and stuff are, and that's where we ask them, have you traveled anywhere? Have you
Is
been
it out in the sally port?
It is in the sally port, yeah.
Okay.
And then whenever you come in where the trustees are is where they take your temperature, where the thing, like, reads your face and all that kind of stuff.
So, and you were inside in the booking hub when
Yes.
Styles was out there.
Yes.
How did you know that Pass was not cooperating?
Because when he was out in the sally port, you kind of know whenever they come in, whenever they, like, start bouncing around, and, like, you can see them mouthing off and stuff like that. That's when I was like, hey, this guy seems like he's mouthing off and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, okay, I'll go stand down there. Because normally, like, when they come in, you can tell if they're going to, like, run their mouth and stuff like that. And you could hear him. Pretty sure you could hear him whenever they got into the trustee hall to take your temperature. I'm pretty sure you could hear him yelling.
What was
Like,
he yelling? Do you remember?
I don't remember, no. It was just a bunch of loud.
Did you have any interaction with him,
No.
with Pass? Say
No.
anything to him, make any comments to him?
Not that I can remember. Because I was up there doing his intake papers. Let me think. It's been a little bit, but I don't think I've said anything to him. No, I don't think I said anything to him. I think I asked him other questions. Have you been here before and stuff like that? And I just stopped because he started yelling and stuff like that.
And not yelling, was he yelling at you or was he yelling?
No, yelling at Styles and Almon.
Okay. So, and the reason I'm asking is he said that you said you were rude to him and made snide comment or something about the charges he was brought in on. Do you remember anything like that? Saying anything?
No.
Nothing at all?
Not that, like I said, it's been, not that I can remember. I think I've looked at him whenever he said something. Because he said, I remember him saying, whenever he told Almon to, like, pull down his mask, take off your mask, he's like, go ahead, y'all can George Foreman me.
Okay.
And I laughed at that. I did laugh at that. But I didn't say nothing like that, and I just looked at him. And I think that's when he said, you're being rude or something like that. And I didn't even say nothing. I just looked at him and laughed.
Okay.
But I think I didn't, that's the time I kept my mouth shut. I didn't say, like, you need to be quiet, because it seemed like them two had it handled and everything like that. Because normally I would step up and be like, hey, let them do their job. You need to be quiet. Answer my questions and stuff like that.
So once the issue in the padded cell happens, where do Almon and Styles go from there, and Brown?
I think they came back up on the intake platform.
All three of them?
I believe so, but I can't remember.
Mm-hmm. Were there any conversations about what had happened with Aaron Pass?
We were talking, and I was like, well, I think one of us said, like, what happened or something, and he was like, well, he didn't sweep. When we tried to sweep him, he folded up like a lawn chair, and he did. And he was like, I struck him to the head or something like that.
So Almon's saying this?
I don't remember who was saying it, because we were all sitting there in a group.
Mm-hmm. Who was in the group?
Oh, boy. It was all 4 of us. And then I don't remember if anybody else was down there from housing or not. I honestly can't remember.
Okay. did any medical, like nurse, doctor, EMT, anything come and check?
He asked. I remember Almon going down back to the padded cell like a few minutes later and asked if he needed medical attention, and he said no. And then I think later that night he went over there and asked him again.
Did he say, as an Almon, do you remember him saying anything? Was he just asking about medical, or did he make any snide comments while asking him?
I don't know because I wasn't down there.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go down there to the padded cell with him. He went by himself.
Okay. So, of course, this happened on April the 14th, and it is now the 27th that I'm talking to you. Was there any concerns about what had happened in the padded cell with Aaron Pass?
Like, what do you...
So, did anybody express concerns as far as housing staff, booking staff, as far as what happened in the padded cell?
Not that I'm aware of.
You don't remember anybody talking about it?
Not, like I said, I don't remember. If I did, I would tell you, but
That's fine. That's what if you don't know, you don't know. So you don't, did anybody confront Almon or Styles as far as, hey guys?
If they did, I was not there, or I didn't hear. Because half the time when they're talking, I'm over there on my computer doing something, or I'm off doing something else.
Okay.
When they're all up there.
I got you. I think that may be it for me. And Pass stayed in the padded cell, the rest of y'all's rotation?
No, I don't know if it was hour shift or day shift, but he eventually got moved to Hold Tank 5 for a red mask because of the way he answered the COVID questions. Mm-hmm. So we put him as a red mask for, like, COVID.
Yeah.
And he stayed over there. Yeah, I don't remember if it was hour shift or day shift that done it. But he ended up going into a cell, and he calmed down. Well, and I remember Almon going over there, hey, are you okay? Do you need medical or anything like that? Do you want to make a phone call? Do you want to shower? Stuff like that, but I don't...
Now, was Pass ever, like, physically aggressive, or...
He was really mouthy. Okay. Very, very mouthy from the time that he got out of the car to the time that he got in the padded cell. Yeah. He could have been, but I don't know because he was in cuffs. And
how was he cuffed?
Just behind his back.
Okay.
Like regular, like coming in from the...
Off the street?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was very drunk too. He had alcohol.
He was very drunk?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
Even, I don't, like I said, I don't remember who brought him in. I think it was Dalton PD or somebody. They said he had been drunk too.
Yeah.
That he was drinking and stuff.
So, and you said he was very drunk. How did you know? Describe how you knew he was very drunk. I know with y'all being in the book and y'all see a lot of stuff, but very drunk to you and very drunk to me could be two different things.
He could have been, not very drunk, but he was intoxicated. He was, it's just the way his attitudes changed from, like, day to day. Like, one day, like, when he come in, he was, like, mouthy, wanting to, like fight on me because he was, like, saying, take your mask off, come on, fight me, and all this kind of stuff. And... like, the next day when we come in, he was a totally different person. Like, he could have been coming off something, or I don't know.
But you're just saying there's a change in temperament.
Yes.
From one thing
yes.
to another.
Because he come out, I think it was that next night. I think he came out and used the phone. He's like, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir.
Okay.
Like, it changed all the way around.
I got you.
Like, he did get mad at the phones, because, I mean, the phone's just not the best back there, but that's about it.
So, besides that night, had you talked to anybody else about the incident involving Aaron Pass?
Mm-mm.
Nothing? Is there anything about that whole incident that we haven't talked about that you think might be important?
Not that I know of. I know both of them was given verbal commands.
What were the verbal commands you heard?
Whenever he came in, like, telling them to stand in front of the red sign, don't move, I'm going to pat you down.
Mm-hmm. And
then whenever I think he was going to take the cuffs off, I think that's whenever he started getting mouthy, is whenever they said, I'm going to take these cuffs off, you're going to place your hands on the counter. And then that's all I heard from there. Which I know both of them, if anybody ever goes to the padded cell, they're always given loud verbal commands like, go to your knees. When I take these cuffs off, you're going to place your hands on your head.
So you heard commands in the...
Not in the padded cell.
Okay.
This is from, like...
At the booking counter?
Yes. All the commands that I've heard was in the booking counter, but, like, from past experiences with people coming in, and I've been with them, it's always verbal commands.
Mm-hmm.
They're giving them. And then that's all I heard with them is whenever I take these cuffs off, place your hands on the counter, and I don't think it got that far, because the way he was.
So you didn't hear... When they were in the booking, you were not there, you were in the booking hub when they got taken to the padded cell. Could you hear them saying anything down the hallway?
No.
Okay.
I couldn't, because I have, like, very hard of hearing. Like, it's hard to hear sometimes. And whenever, like, you're standing right there, I can't hear what's in the padded cell.
Okay.
Like, I was just sitting there, like, watching the cameras above and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's...
All right. Well, I'm going to step outside, make sure I got everything on my other notes, and go from there.
Okay.
All right. Sit tight.
Okay.
All right. Carly, I don't have any more questions for you, but
Okay.
Sergeant Rivera and Sergeant Jones, on that, I told you there's a criminal side and administrative side.
Yeah.
They just have to follow up on that, and I can't be part of that. So
Okay.
if you'll sit tight, they'll be
Okay.
in here with you in just a second.
Okay.
Interview with Carly Redmond, Whitfield County Sheriff's Office, April 27th, 2021. Recorder stop. Time is 6:08 p.m.